Hello and welcome to my channel. Today in this video lesson we'll be talking about threats to computer security. Now, threats to computer security. A threat is a potential violation of a security. Say for example your laptop. Your laptop, when it buys, it is clean. There is no threat or there is no disease to your laptop or a PC. Now what is a threat? A threat is nothing but a disease to a computer. It brings a disease to a computer. Say for example a virus or a malware. These are nothing but a threat to a computer system. So what happens when there is a threat? There may be damage to your file or your computer system. So when a threat is actually executed, it becomes attack. Say for example, if there's a virus is there on your computer and you run that application which has virus on your computer, then it becomes an attack. So automatically when you run the program that contains a virus, then virus may attack your computer and may damage your system. Those who execute such actions or cause to be executed are called attackers. Now those who create those threats like virus and who execute such actions are called attackers. Now some of the threats to computer security are viruses like worms and trojans, spyware, adware spamming, PC intrusion like denial of service, sweeping, password guessing, phishing, malware. Now malware, it is a general term used to refer virus, worms, spyware, adware, etc. It is an unwanted software that someone else wants to run on your computer. Say like in a human being also, we term any illness as a sickness or as a disease. Disease can be like malaria, your sickness can be malaria or any kind of like cancer, but we treat them as a general term as a disease. So likewise in computer we term those viruses, worms, trojans, spyware, adware spamming or this PC intrusion in general term as a malware. Now computer viruses. Computer viruses are malicious codes or programs that cause damage to data and file on a system. Just like in human being we have viruses. Now what does this virus do to our human being? It damages our organs. Same is the case here. In computer, these viruses are not the viruses that we see on human beings. It is another kind of viruses that are created by person. Now it is a malicious code or program. So these codes are written. The viruses are created by writing a code or a program. A virus can attack any part of a computer software such as bootlock, operating system, system areas, files and application program, macros, etc. Now, just like viruses that we see on human, it can attack any part of the organs. Same is the case here in a computer. This virus can attack any part of a computer software such as bootlock. So when you start a computer, you see some Windows screen over there at first. That is nothing but a bootloader. So when a virus attacks a computer system, what will happen? It may block your boot. In that way, what will happen? Your computer may not be able to open, or it may attack your operating system like your Windows operating system, say Windows 7, Windows 8 or Windows 10, whatever you're using. If a virus is there in your computer, it may attack your operating system and system areas like folders and files or any application program. Now there are two other similar programs that causes virus-like effects. These are worms and Trojan horse. Now what is a worm? A worm is a self-replicating program. That means it copies itself again and again, which it eats up the entire disk space memory. A worm keeps on creating its copies until the disk space or a memory is filled. Now take example of Xerox machine. Now what does a Xerox do? It copies the original picture to many times you want. Same is the case here in the worm. Worm acts like a Xerox. So it replicates, it copies its same program again and again. It copies till the disk page on your hard disk or a memory is filled. So once the memory is full, what will happen? your computer will not able to work properly. It will become slow. So this is how the worms work. Now what is a Trojan horse? A Trojan horse is a program that appears harmless such as text editor or a utility program, but actually perform malicious functions such as deleting or damaging a file. Now if there is a Trojan horse on your computer, at first you may think that it is harmless. It may work as it may come as a text editor or come as a utility program. Say for example, what is this utility program? Something which is usable to you, maybe like Excel, Word, or your Notepad, or any other kind of program that is usable to you. So what will happen if it is there in your computer? It will delete your file and it may damage your data. Say for example, your photos, your documents, or any kind of videos are there. So what will happen if there's a Trojan horse? It may damage your documents, data, or videos. So it is a malicious function which deletes or damages a file. Damage caused by virus. There are many things when a virus is there it may do to your computer. Number one is damage or delete files. Some viruses may delete or damage random documents or specific files that are crucial to your operating system. Now when there's a virus on your computer, like I said, like Trojan horse, so what will happen? It may damage or delete your photos or documents that is available on your computer. Now, this damage can range from rendering useless just a few files to affecting your entire computer, possibly requiring to install your operating system and start from the scratch. So, this damage may be done to a simple folder that is useless to affecting your entire computer system, maybe your operating system. If it affects your operating system, like Windows operating system, if you're using Windows 7 or Windows 10 as your operating system on your computer, so it will require you to reinstall your operating system and start from the scratch, start from the beginning. Number two is slow down your computer. Virus can run in background. Now if virus is there on your computer, then it can run in the background apart from your applications without being seen and may cause your program to run extremely slow. Now this virus, when they attack your computer, it can run in the background with the applications. Now you'll not see the virus is there or not, but it is running on a computer. So when a virus is there on a computer, your computer will run extremely low. That means speed will be low. If you click on application, it will take time to load, or if you open some videos or photos, it will take time for you to open these videos or photos. Invade your email program. Some forms of viruses may be wreak even more havoc by spreading themselves to the contacts in your address book. Say for example, like in your email program. A long time back, people used to keep contacts on email. So what happens if a virus is there? It may damage your contacts in your address book. It may change the number, or it may delete the number of the address book. So in this way, a virus can damage to your computer system. Spyware. Now spyware comes from the word spy. What does spy means? It is a person employed by a government or other organization to secretly obtain information on an enemy or a competitor. So same like the spyware works in the same way. Now spyware is a software which is installed on your computer to spy on your activities. That means secretly obtain your information and report this data to people willing to pay for it. Now spyware is a kind of software application which is installed on your computer while you're downloading something or you're browsing something. So when a spyware is there on your computer, so whatever you do on your computer, say for example you're browsing Facebook or you're browsing any other website or banking information where you give your sensitive information like your ATM card number and PIN code and your username and password for Facebook or any social media website. So spyware will spy on you. or it will obtain your information about your sensitive information secretly without knowing you or without your permission, and those people who is spying on you will sell your information to people who is willing to pay for it. Now it tracks user behavior and reports information back to the central resource. Say for example, whatever you're doing on your computer, say for example you're browsing Facebook, in order to browse Facebook you need to use your username and password. So it tracks your Facebook behavior or any kind of activities what you do online or on the internet. It reports the information back to the central resource who is spying on you. Spyware are used to spy on some or other for legal or illegal purpose. Say for example, China. In China what will happen? Whatever you do, government always go on spying for you. It is legal. So it is made legal in China. But in other countries it is illegal to spy on someone. Spyware can be either for legal or illegal purpose. Say, like I say, in China, whatever application you use or whatever apps you use from China, government has made in such a way that it is able to spy on you. Spyware mostly get installed on your PC without your consent. What does it mean? So spyware, it will get installed without your permission on your PC. Normally when you download a file or any documents, what will happen? It asks your permission to download your file or to update your file. But spyware is not like that. Spyware gets installed on your computer without your permission, that is without your consent. It finds its way onto PCs by piggybacking onto a file or gets downloaded from internet when you visit particular website. Say for example, you're downloading some file. So what happens? Just on the backside of your file, secretly it will come with this file, spyware, or it gets downloaded from the internet when you visit a particular website. So this is about spyware. Damage caused by spyware. Compromise your data, computing habits, and identity. Spyware can monitor information about your computing habits such as websites that you visit. Say for example, you're visiting Amazon or Facebook or any other social media websites or any other information that you're searching on internet, or record your keystrokes, or which in the end can lead to identity theft. So suppose when you're typing your username and password, you use keyboard or you use keypad if you're using mobile phone. Now what is this keystroke? Say you're typing the word hello, HELLO, on your computer. The word hello will be obtained, or this information will obtained by the spyware. That is nothing but that these keystrokes can be obtained, and at the end it will lead to the identity theft. Say for example your Facebook, if spyware is there on your computer, so what will happen? It will monitor your information, or it will gather information about your activities, and you have entered username and password of your Facebook. So suppose your username and password you have typed from your keypad or keyboard. What will happen? Your keystrokes, that whatever you have typed about your username and password will be obtained, and at the end it will lead to the identity theft. For example, spyware can record the keystrokes that you use while typing in an ATM card number and send it to the cyber team. Say for example, if you're doing online banking, what will happen? You need to type your ATM card number and many other things related sensitive information, and if a spyware is there, what will happen? It will obtain your ATM card number and it will be sent to the cyber thief. Alter PC setting. Some forms of spyware can also alter computer settings like your web browser homepage setting or placement of your desktop icons. Say for example, normally you use Google Chrome as your default browser. So what will happen after using some websites, or if you browse some websites over the internet, will happen? Your browser will get changed, maybe from Google Chrome to Opera Mini or any other kind of browser. So it alters the PC setting or your desktop icon. This doesn't do much damage to your PC, but it is really annoying. Since you're familiar with Google Chrome, you're using Google Chrome, and suddenly your browser gets changed after using certain websites, so it really annoys you. Slow down your PC. Spyware can drop your PC or a system speed and internet access efficiency. Now, if there's a spyware is there, what are damage it can do? It can also slow down your PC. It can slow down the speed and internet of your PC. This can become a big problem when you're trying to use a program on your PC or watch videos online or download large files. Say for example, your internet is good, but due to spyware on your computer or your mobile phone, your watching videos will become slow, or internet may not work, or if you download a large file, it will take more time because spyware is eating your internet. This is about damage caused by a spyware. Adware. These are the programs that deliver unwanted ads to your computer. Now suppose you're browsing some websites and suddenly you see some ads that which is unwanted to your computer. So when you see unwanted ads on your computer while browsing some website, this is nothing but the adware. Now what they do, they consume your network bandwidth. That means they will consume the speed of your internet. Say for example, if you're having 1 GB data on your internet data is there. So what will happen if adware is there on your computer, or if you see adware while browsing a website, it will consume the data unnecessarily. Adware is similar to spyware, however it may be installed with your consent. That means if adware is there on your computer, what will happen, it will install with your permission. But if you see spyware it gets installed without your permission. So it is advised that you read thoroughly the installation agreement before you allow installation of a software. If such adware wants to install on your computer, so it is advised that you read thoroughly the installation agreement before you allow installation of a software. Damage caused by adware. Adware tracks information like spyware. ADWARE tracks information about your data and computing habits to produce targeting advertising such as pop-up ads on your computer screen. Now, just like spyware, it tracks your information about your data, like what you're browsing, what kind of clothes or any kind of online shopping you're doing. So it will track your information to target advertisement on your computer, and it will pop up ads on your computer screen. Say for example, you're using Myntra for shopping, and recently you have searched some clothes on computer. So ADWARE will track whatever clothes you were seeing on Myntra, and it will target you and advertise in a pop-up ads when you browse certain websites. Display arrays of annoying advertisements. When infected with adware, you will likely to see frequent pop-up ads appear out of nowhere. Now, if adware is there on your computer, if your computer is infected with adware, then you will see lots and lots of ads appear out of nowhere when you browse certain websites. This may happen every time you open your web browser. It slows down your PC also. The adware software working in the background and the bombardment of ads slowed your PC to a crawl. Now, because pop-up ads are there while browsing your websites now and then in the background, so what will happen? Your PC will be slow, and your PC will just crawl. When you see like a baby scroll, that means it is slow, and when a person walks, it is faster than the crawl. So it slows down your PC also. Spamming. Spamming refers to sending a bulk email by an unidentified or identified source. Spamming basically it works in email. This can be done by an identified or unidentified source. Say for example, your Amazon may be identified source, or some unknown source will be there, through which big emails or large sum of emails will be sent to you. Now, in non-malicious form, that means there is no harm. Bulk advertising mail is sent to many accounts. Say for example, if there is some discount on Amazon, so in your registered email ID, the advertisement will be sent. In malicious form, the attackers keep on sending the bulk mail until the mail server runs out of this. Now, if he or she wants to harm you, that is in the malicious form. So the attackers keep on sending the same mail again and again until your mail server runs out of the disk. This is about spamming. Damage caused by spamming. Spamming reduces productivity. The billion of spam messages circulating across the internet can disrupt the email delivery, degrade the system performance, and reduce overall activity. Now, if from an unknown source a bulk of email is being sent, what will happen? Some email that you want to receive from your friends will not get delivered because many bulk of spam messages are being sent to your email ID. So it will degrade your system performance and reduce the overall activity of your email. Spam eats up your time. Deleting spam email seems like a simple solution, but it eats up a significant amount of productivity. Say for example there are 50,000 or 1 lakh emails on your email ID. So if you try to delete these emails, what will happen? It will take significant amount of time and it will reduce the productivity of your email. Spam can lead to worse things. Spam messages may contain offensive or fraudulent material and can even use to spread viruses. Now, through spam email, there is a link. If you open that link, it may spread viruses to your computer system. So these are the damages caused by spamming. PC intrusion. Every PC connected to the internet is a potential target for hackers. Now, if you're using PC or mobile phone, and if you're connected to a internet, what will happen? You are a potential threat for the hackers. Computers are under constant attack from cyber vandals. PC intrusion can occur in any of the following forms. Number 1, sweeper attack. Now, from the word sweeper, you may come across the word sweep. It means to clean. Now, in this sweeper attack, this is a malicious program used by hackers. So, this sweeper attack is used by a hacker, and what it does, it sweeps, that is, deletes all the data from the system. Now, if a hacker uses sweeper attack and the hacker hacks your computer, it can delete all the data from the system. That is nothing but a sweeper attack. Denial of service. This type of attack eats up all the resource of the system and the system or application come to halt. Example of such attack is flooding a system with junk mail. Say for example, you're using a mail, and if a hacker or attacker wants to go for denial of services, so what happens? He will send lots and lots of emails, thousands and thousands of emails, so that when you open the email, your PC will become slow and you won't able to open the email that you want to open. That is nothing but a denial of services. Another example here is if I'm using a laptop and if I'm browsing certain website, so what happens? Attackers will lower the bandwidth or or you can say decrease the speed of the internet. If the speed of the internet is decreased, then you won't able to access the website that you want to browse. That is nothing but a denial of services. Password guessing. Most hackers use or guess password of a system account and gain entry into remote computer system. So most hackers, what they do, if there's a password on your computer, they start guessing, and if they get, they can make an entry into your computer system but remotely, and they use it for causing damage in one or another form. So if the hackers can get your password by password guessing, so what will happen? Your computer may get damages in one way or the other. Your data may get deleted or your operating system may get damaged. So this is about PC intrusion.